Hello, it's me, Ariza Gaming. Welcome back to another episode of Oxygen Not Included. Hope you're doing well. Jen and Pliz, you are first. Ayla Avo, Carmike 0802. Hello, Lil Miss Sunshine. Hope you're all doing well today. I'm doing well. I just finished dinner. But yes, we're continuing the fish escapades today. We got our Pacus breeding operation started. We're going to put some Jawbos in, and we're also going to blow up Demolior, because I'm pretty sure we'll get there today. I'm pretty sure we'll get close enough. Let's have a look. So here's the fish situation. Yeah, there you go. Smiley face. That's a good thing. We got 2 Pacus in here. This adult has just ate from feeder, so his wildness is going to go down, and we're gonna get plenty of fish eggs coming out of here, so that's good. We also have a few other things. We have some seacomb leaves growing in here. We actually have a farm station, so these can get tended. If we have a look at this, they can get tended by the greenhouse if people feel so inclined. I don't think that's... Well, I guess we'll see if it's completely necessary. It's not necessary yet. It probably will be necessary later, so I should probably set this to priority 9 for now. Why do you get germs everywhere? Oh. Oh. We're filling all the farm tiles with polluted dirt. Yeah, okay. I don't think we want any of those to be disinfected. That didn't work. Okay, I guess I'm going to have to manually disinfect all of these. Or disable disinfected all of these. I don't think the germs are going to spread to the water, and we don't want everyone wasting their time on these errands. We have got a little bit of a food poisoning problem in this colony. Not that food poisoning actually causes any issues on this difficulty. Especially not with this many duplicates, but the contamination is a little bit real. It's because they're still eating some of the figs from the bathroom. I think what I actually need to do, especially now that we're diverting most of the water to the plants, I think I actually just need to cut this loose and get rid of these vines. It was fun while it lasted, but I think we don't want the food poisoning, frankly. And we're gonna have more food from the... We're gonna have more food from the Lums now anyways. The Lum ranch is fully operational. I believe we're smoking all the tough meat. There's a little bit left over, but I think most of it is in the smokers. We've got a lot of smokers now. And we'll put more in as well. I'm fully prepared to remix all of this stuff. But yeah, I don't want these rooms to be here forever. I don't know what we will put here. Maybe we'll just shut this off and then have the rooms accessible from the other side. I would like to put a fire pole in here, actually. Only issue is... There's some hot volcanic rock in the way. Not really sure I want to actually do anything about that. Let's priority 9 all of this stuff, because I don't actually want the dupes to keep dealing with this. And I'm actually just going to remove this pipe too. Because really we are at the point where our dupes should not be getting poisoned by their food anymore. Because the Lums don't get food poisoning. Also, we've got 4 in here. Why do we have 4 in here? I think I need to increase this to like 25. I think we're still getting the occasional extra guy. So let's put you back where you belong. I think generally we're okay. We're just getting them occasionally. I need to keep tweaking this buffer. It's because the mimickers like to hide in the doors for a while. But equally, if I set the buffer too high, then it will actually just drown Lums when we still need to drop them off. But we're producing enough Blum eggs now. Oh my god. We've got 33 Blum eggs and 11 Blum eggs there. And over here, we've got a similar quantity. Well, it's just Blum eggs, but that's very interesting. I'm quite expecting our algae stocks to continue going up and our peat stocks to go down as we gradually switch over from Lums to Blums. Most of these rooms have plenty of carbon dioxide now. The only issue is there's no carbon dioxide accumulating in here because none of the people are coming in this way. But I think this is good enough. We only need this base layer here, and then that's fine. Like you'll see, this guy is let's see. Yeah, your egg chance for Lums is decreasing. Yours is obviously at 100%. So they're doing all right. Yeah, get rid of these. Sorry. It's quite satisfying watching them uproot the whole thing. But we're now literally preferentially diverting the bathroom water onto the main plants, so there's no reason not to do this. And that should stop the food poisoning, provided that we're producing enough food for everyone, which I think we are. Okay. Right, you are actually tending these now. That's good. So, let's see. So, yes, someone pointed out on YouTube, it is very stupid that the surfboard does not work with liquids other than water, considering that you go surfing in salt water. Like, the surfboard should definitely accept salt water. Brine, I can understand not, because the consistency is probably a little bit different. But regular ass salt water, you should definitely be able to surf on salt water. That's not negotiable. I think that's like a hot fix that Clay needs to do now that we've pointed out the absurd logic. Ridiculous. In any case, we have enough brine in here. Our freezer... Is our freezer getting down to temperature? No, because the pipe is blocked. Perhaps we added too much hydrogen to the loop. Okay. Oh, I didn't put a friggin' bypass on it. That would have been a good idea, wouldn't it? So we need the bypass to go... It needs to prioritize the cooled stuff, so the bypass needs to go here. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, remove this first. Most water parks have the surfboard machine of fresh water. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. And obviously salt water is pretty bad for machinery because of rust, you know? But... Clay, I'm asking you to specifically throw me a bone. It would be nice if there was like a saltwater variant of Pacus as well. Just for me. But yeah, we're going to put in some extra Jawbo stuff today. I do want to make sure that we're actually breeding the Pacus first. Yeah, I want to make sure actively cooled stuff is getting done preferentially to the liquid stuff. Water Pacus is definitely a need. But what would it do? So the Pacus eats algae and sea combs and it produces polluted dirt. Maybe have it so they produce salt instead? Or is that a bit redundant? Because that way you could have a Pacus that produces rust, and you could have a Pacus that produces salt, and a Jawbo that produces rust. And then you've got the Rust Deoxidizer combo here. Our ultimate aim is... Wait. You should not be manually delivering to these. Oh, you're picking up... Oh, you're picking it up from here. Right. I think I need to lower the priority on these then, because you should not be doing this all the time. You should be doing this if you don't have anything else to do at this point. And also, perhaps I should have put them a bit further away. I kind of want to leave access in here so I can keep harvesting these, so we can recycle the chlorine a bit more efficiently. But I can just close off access, and then these can drop automatically, and we just accumulate a bit more chlorine in these rooms. I don't really mind too much. You built your first rust spawn today, but you forgot to make a second entrance. Yes, someone had a very good tip for staggering the entrance down here, so they can actually get in and access all of these tiles. Very, very good idea. Obviously, doesn't work if you're putting them right next to each other, but we've left a little gap, so that's fine. Right, let's see. We need Jawbos. So let me find the Jawbo video. I don't think it's going to be too complicated, but we do need to build the tank, and we do need to actually shift them over. And I think I'm going to make this look a little bit different than I did in the video. Also, let's actually link the video again, so that you guys are aware of what I'm talking about. We have a YouTube channel, and we post videos on there. So I'm kind of replicating this build, but not entirely. So what I want to do, I want to make it so that we get in here. I don't think we need this to be a liquid lock. I think we need this to be the smallest possible access over here. So that's going to be something like this. So you guys can just slip in here, and that's fine. And then the rest of the Jawbo tank is going to go over here. Now there is a slight issue with the design in the video in that Jawbo babies are 1x1 critters. So we need to make it so they can't get through, which means there's going to be a lot of just water here. And we could probably put some equipment in it, to be fair. But it's probably not going to be the most space-efficient use of space. In fact, actually, now that I think about it, these should be mesh tiles, shouldn't they? Probably. Just to add a little bit of extra water to the tank. Because we're going to have a lot of Jawbos in this body of water. Yeah, let's do it like this. Then there's going to be a couple more we put down here. There's 2 here. Do I want the Jawbos to be in salt water? I don't know. You need to dig this. There you go, Max. Also, I like these gold amalgam mesh tiles. I don't normally do this, but we're... Why not? But yeah, this should maximize the amount of space we have in the Jawbo tank. I also want to put the water fort here. We're currently researching the water fort, but this is a non-critical part of the design. More granite tiles over here. I like doing granite tiles for this because of the extra pressure damage resistance. Not that I expect it to come up, but, I mean, who knows. Put that there. I believe... Ooh, hold on. I'm going to need to clear out some of this abyssalite. Let's make sure not to expose the super hot stuff. But let's go as close as we can. And then I'm not sure where else to put stuff. Let's figure that out together. So... we're going to have another weight plate here. The mechanism for sorting the Jawbos is going to be the exact same mechanism as sorting the Pacus. Except it's going to be mirrored. I put these mesh tiles in the wrong place. Have I? No, I don't think I have, because I think the intent is that this is actually going to be usable space up here, if I can help it. So, these ones need to go. Because we actually need doors and fish feeders. Because we can only tame the Jawbo with the fish feeder. We're going to play around with a little bit with the Jawbos once we're actually done with them. Once we're getting them breeding and everything. But I need to have a bit of a think about that first. Right, so you can get in there now. I think the intent is that I put the door here. And then that can probably just be shut off. And then the Jawbos can move around in here. And then we can get under here and do stuff as well. Obviously, this will need to be sealed if we're going to make this a separate liquid tank. Can you imagine us just pouring all the water in here and then just going floop? That wouldn't be a very good plan, would it? Ugh. Okay. What else do we want? We want to sort out stuff over here. So these need to be tiles. We need to have 3 high in here. And then... not quite like that. I believe this is going to be the complete outside of what's going on. So let's actually just put a ladder here, and then we can... I think we'll just wander over here. I'll make this some granite tiles too. This should be open. And then the auto sweeper goes here. You are trapped. Can you make a quick ladder out of shale? Yes. You can put that there then. Okay, that should be... well, that would be fine if Maria was actually going to do it. We yellow alert this. I mean, it's good that you're finding something to do in the meantime, but I feel like Marie should be the one doing this ladder. We need another door here. It'll be good to see all of this fish stuff actually in action. Because we haven't actually done Jawbos on stream before, I don't think. Not properly. We've kind of pieced it together in the previous runs, but not really focused on it. We're still making a load of iron. This is why we're prioritizing the rust, is so we can get the iron ore out the rust, and then we've actually got a sustainable metal ore source. Obviously, we could go mine a load of things in space. Well, the Dartle's found a pretty good situation here, hasn't it? But, yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, metal, sustainable metal. We could go raid the other asteroids for it, but I don't really want to do that. I like Jawbos. And we've got to do stuff with fish. My channel, despite the fact that I'm a real-life fish enthusiast, has had a very small amount of fish in Oxygen Not Included, generally. We've tried working them in occasionally, but we've not tried that hard. Right, there we go. That tile there will separate everything off. That tile needs to stay there. And then this will be the entire bit that's actually handling the Jawbos. This just needs to be water, and this needs to be... This could be anything. So, let's think about this. We've kind of used up all the brine. We look at Jawbos. Jawbos, obviously, I don't think these guys care about the liquid they're in either. Fish generally don't care about what liquids they're in. Their temperature range is not very fussy. So, because we used all the brine on the map to do this, and we're not going to get more brine until we start actually sorting out the Dartles and Rexes, which I'm putting off. Let's just do this with salt water. It will look similar. Oh, right. Hold on. You know what? Just do this. The Magma Pacu cared? Yeah, the Magma Pacu. I think I actually made a video about that one. That's like an old clip. Fun times. Right. Okay. We're just gonna bottle empty it. We have a saltwater vent that's right here, that's currently erupting. We actually have a load of salt water just down here. Now, it would be very easy for me to just dig over here and grab some of this, right? So let's just do this. That's not even connected to this, so it shouldn't be heating up super hot. Yeah, that was an old go at it. I think we'll just put it here. No. We'll put it here. Then you can actually climb down and access that. Oh wow, you built those already. That's pretty good. Yeah, the advantage of having lots and lots and lots of duplicates. And we're going to keep doing more. Hello, Zarek. Things are going well. We're taming our first Pacu at the moment. He's ate from feeder. They're all eating from feeder. We shall have tame Pacu soon enough. We're just actually getting these tanks ready so that we can put the Jawbo in here. And if we think about this from a space point of view, so if we look at this, so that's 115 tiles, but we've got to subtract a few. We've got to subtract 1 here, so 114, 2 here, so 112, and then 8 here, so that's 104. Each Jawbo requests 12 tiles of space. So we could have 9, and then we could have 10 with the fort. Now, we need 15 to run both of these indefinitely, but 10 is a good start. And we'll need to expand this tank a lot to get 20 Pacu. So we'll start with that, and then maybe I'll just widen out the tank. We could probably do that. I don't really want to fill it up more. Oh god. Let's at least pretend that we're going to fill it up. If we're going to do that, I should actually set this all one level higher, shouldn't I? I think I will do that, because then it will look a bit more visually distinct from the video as well. So, let's do that. Now the issue is, I think I'm gonna have to corner dig and replace some of this hot abyssalite, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. You got my Pacu Jawbos up and they're just a fully tile ranch right now? Yes, we're gonna have all the Jawbos be in this bit surrounded by mesh tiles, but the pool of water is gonna be a lot larger. So let's go ahead and do that. I could also stick more farms in here. The sea combs. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. Oh, I didn't make this out of gold amalgam in the end, did I? Oh, whatever. Right, okay, so I think what we actually just do then... Right, don't bother with this. I'll build this here for now, and then we'll we'll rip it up again in a minute. I do kind of just need people to prioritize the salt water. And then if I put an extra tile here, that gives us a bit more room before this starts to overflow. And then we'll just build this wall up here. And again, this should be fine with granite walls, but now the design's going to look a lot different. So these four are going to be clear. We're actually going to have the auto sweeper here. Ladders are going to go like this. Get these tiles out of here. Yeah, this wall won't actually look any different. We'll keep the entrance to the Pacus bit over here. And now we have a door as well, so we can tell people not to come in here if needed. It looks a little bit weird having the leaf just resting on the cup. I feel like the leaf should be vertical in here. Who am I to judge? Right, let's see. So, they're unreachable builds. That's just because it's too high up. We actually just need to put a ladder here and here, I think, or something. So, let's go ahead and do that. I think I'm just going to speed to this. We're still waiting for the meteor to get closer. We don't actually need it to get much closer. I reckon we could probably blow it up in like 15 cycles. Yeah. After cycle 180, I think. Good. Right, let's remove this. Let's remove this. Yeah, it'll be interesting actually designing the system to be a little bit bigger than on the video. Okay, good. You built that tile. I'd like to blow it up between my teleporter planet and main planet. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, in this case, that doesn't make sense because it's literally the wrong direction, but that is probably generally a good idea. I guess it's just one of the quirks of the seed, isn't it? Right, so we actually want these to be here, and then we want to fill this bit with salt water instead of that bit. This is going to be the actual room separation. And then the advantage of this as well is because there'll be a lot more space in here, we can divide it up into seacomb farms a bit more evenly. Because I suspect we aren't going to have enough room in here to grow all of the seacombs needed to feed all 30 Pacus. And again, the seacombs don't care. They could be in salt water or brine or water. So long as it's below 85 degrees and above -10, they're fine. Wait. Well, they eat polluted dirt. I'm trying to think of if you could use these plants to delete heat. You could have your metal refinery water go into a pool, run a conveyor of polluted dirt past it, heat up the polluted dirt, and then feed the polluted dirt to seacombs. Would that make sense for heat deletion if you didn't have pinch of peppers? Also, I've desperately got to put an actual suit dock and checkpoint in here. Let's actually do that now. We have the technology. In fact, we have the technology. We can make a suit terminal. Let's go ahead and do that. Where exactly am I going to put that? Probably just here. I'm pretty sure I have the technology. No, we don't. We have the textile loom. We'll put the textile loom in as well. Sure. Maybe we'll do the refashionator while we're at it. I don't think we've unlocked that yet, though. Oh, no, we have. I'm glad we got our priorities straight. Perfect. Wire doesn't really matter. You're waiting to fill up a 24 by 26 tank with water, but it's taking forever. Yeah, that is the thing with these, isn't it? I don't really care specifically where these go. This is going to be a medium-term run. Also, I have some exciting news. They actually patched Surviving Mars, so they fixed politics. They fixed politics. So, I am going to go over and check that out at some point. Right, we're out of radiation. Are we actually out of uranium. No. You just need to actually do it. Okay. Yeah, our radiation research is a little bit limited in this run. But that's okay. Right. Okay, so... This is the next blob of water that we need to do. Oh, and we've done those tiles now. So that means I could dig these up. And then... Actually, yeah, I think we should dig these up. Just so we can get through here. You're cooling it. You're filling it with a geotuned saltwater geyser, so you're cooling it too. Ah, fair enough. So by that you mean you're filling it with a load of steam and condensing it. Fair enough. Right, let's see. I can actually put the fish feeder here, but it looks a bit weird. I could remove these ladders. I can remove this tile. Right, this isn't leaking heat, is it? No, good. I should probably do something with the volcano at some point. We haven't done a proper volcano tamer in a while. Wait, plate that goes there. It's just the 95-degree sea water from the turbines and a bunch of aquatunas. Fair enough. Right, this will be a mesh tile. I can remove this. I can remove this. More dupes. We are taking more dupes. We're not taking any bionic dupes, I don't think. Let's actually intercept the print. Right. So now we can choose a blueprint. So again, they're 25. Oh, so each time you repeat a print, it costs more data banks. That's interesting. I don't believe we actually want to do anything with this, but it's nice that we have the option. We'll see. We'll think about it. Maybe a thimble reed, maybe an arbitrary. Frankly, we probably need to go into space and actually grab some orbital data. We will do that because we want to go into space and grab the space materials anyways. So I'm just going to leave this thing on for now. You're surprised that 2 bleachstone hoppers could barely keep up with it? Yeah. Interesting. Right, reed fiber is pretty low. Let's keep filling this. Oh, you know what? You don't actually need that one to go there. And then this could get removed. What else do I want? Probably quite a few things. You can't actually reach this, can you? Let's just dig this, and then you can get in here. Oh, there's a lot of brine in here. That's funny. We're filling up this tank with polluted water again. That's good. There is more stuff in here. Let's actually just come in here and grab some of this, because we know we want this anyways. Fairly uncontroversial. Do I like hypotheticals? That is definitely a thing I'm known to say. What's the situation? Oh, let's actually put a pitcher pump here. I want to keep grabbing all of this melt water whenever I can, except for when it's actually forming the liquid lock. Oh. I think you'll be fine. You're an experienced duplicant, right? Yeah. That was a minor oversight. Yeah, get this. And then we can start digging all these tiles. In fact, actually make this priority 9. This shouldn't overflow, right? Maybe if I do a couple of priority 9 digs here as well. We do want all the sand. We have plenty of sand for filtration medium, but we're always going to want more. Say you were trapped on an island, but you have an infinite amount of snacks with one flavor. Would you choose cheddar cheese or garlic and herb? Ooh. Well, it depends. Do I also have cheese on this island? I suppose not. Right. That's a tough one. I'd probably say it's those powdery flavorings. In that case, I'd probably say garlic and herb, because I'd rather have actual cheese if I had the choice. You know what, leave that one bit of sand there, and then we can dig the rest of this. I don't know. Right, yeah, let's keep dumping water in here. I think this is going to be quicker than doing anything else. Yeah, there's a little bit of suffocating, but we are actually venting the gas, so we should get more gas. Or yeah, we're venting the oxygen from these, so we should get some oxygen. We're not using this oxygen at all, by the way. This is just a skimming situation going on. I don't think there's a particularly good reason for me keeping this here now. We'll see. I think this is going to take a while. Also, we definitely can't build salt water temperature plates. It's not an option. Let's make these priority 8. And then they'll fill up the 2 for the actual Jawbos first. So then what I need to do is I need to deconstruct this stuff. So it's going to look different. So that one is going to stay there. And then these are going to be... This is going to be 3 high. And then I think that's going to be the actual edge. I could just access it all from the other side. That's... Oh. No, I can't access it all from the other side. Okay, so... I'm going to have to actually keep expanding this, aren't I? I think I am. Okay, so let's keep pushing away at this. I think you can access all of these tiles now. That's good. Right, remove this. And then we want the mesh tiles to go like this. Yeah, that'll do. And then we can remove all of this. And then this is going to be the bottom here. So that can be mesh as well. And then this can all be sealed. I'm sure this is going to go absolutely great. Hope you like salt water. Right, remove this too. Yeah, I don't mind that we have to wait a little bit for these researchers. It's not the end of the world. It'll be interesting to see if the food poisoning cases actually go away now that we've removed that vine. Or mechatronics, that's good. Let's get digging on pay. Yeah, food stocks, okay. We are now way backing up on tender brisket. This is the desired outcome. So, really, we shouldn't be eating any of the... It looks like the lum numbers have normalized too, that's good. Really, we shouldn't be... Oh no, there's another one down here. Eat you. How about these ones? These ones look fine. I'll keep an eye on it. If we see another one at 4, then we'll set this to... We'll set this to 30 seconds. We will figure out the correct value. Well, yeah, we have plenty of food now. And I believe we've set these to not be harvested. So we shouldn't actually end up eating any Ovagro figs. It should just be tender brisket for everyone. Now, if we actually look at tender brisket... No, okay, well, I'm glad the game has figured out what I meant. It's good quality, so that's good. Obviously, we can't upgrade it any further. That is one downside of the Lum food. It's going to be level 3, but it's never going to get higher. If you were trapped in the colony and had to eat Lum brisket or Blum brisket, which would you choose? I mean, that's a very odd question. I feel like I picked the Blum brisket because it would be cleaner, but I'm not sure that even makes sense. You're fine, Max. Yeah, we need to put a soup terminal in here at some point. This looks like enough water, so... Turn this off. Actually, yeah, just remove it. Remove this. I don't believe we can currently get in here. Oh, whoops. But we can put a ladder in at the bottom and then they can. So go ahead and do that. And then we can start putting in the other features. So let's see. That looks good. This could stay here. It's these ones I think I need to gradually remove. Yeah, that seems fine. I will need to put another ladder there. Maybe just another tile for now. It's a real shame there isn't a tender brisket on a bun recipe. Yeah, I mean... I wonder if it's a balanced choice, just because the lambs produce so much food and you can get them online really early, or whether it's literally just Clay didn't think to do it. But I think it would be nice to have a gas range recipe for brisket. Maybe something a bit different than a frost burger, but that still gives the soul food buff. That would be interesting. Right, let's see. Ruby gets the hat. May gets digging. I would guess the latter, because we still need to do something with the deep fryer recipes. Oh, right, yeah. God, I don't even think about deep fryers. I think, let's see. Oh my god, stop pressing the wrong button. Put the tile there as well. No, yeah, this is okay, but this area here we can't access at all at the moment. I'm gonna have to put the ladder actually going here, I think. Because that's how they're gonna get to this whole area of the map. And by whole area, I just mean this random brusque biome that we haven't done anything with. So that's going to be a door, and then I can go there. I can go there. I can leave it open for now, because I can still climb over this. Yeah, both packs can use a +5 and +6 food, yes. I think that makes sense. We don't need to insulate this one, because what we're going to do with this one is we're actually going to cool it down actively, so that we can freeze the Pacus. I might wait to do that until we actually get some nectar. Speaking of which, did you replant the tree? You did replant the tree. That's good. It needs illumination, though. Right, so... we planted the tree, but it needs illumination. Oh, this is pitcher pump territory. And then, normally, with these, you would have lumen crystals, but we don't have a lumen crystal, so we're going to have to put in a tile. And a lamp. And that is, regrettably, going to heat the area up. But we don't really have a choice. Not unless I just print a Shinebug egg. For some reason. Let's keep working on this then. Let's put the loader in. Let's put the chutes in. One here, one here. Hot salt water, that's true. Yeah, ideally we would grab all this stuff before this area fills with salt water. We'll see how that goes. This wire is still overloading. I think I need to move some stuff off this wire. What is commonly running? Oh, okay. It's not particularly helpful. The rock crusher. Right, I think that's a fairly easy one to move over to a different line. So let's do that for now. I just need to get it so it's oscillating on and off. And then it's fine. Right, Quinn. Okay, doctoring's free. I'll give you that one. Nearly there on this research. I'm going to speed through it. I still want to keep an eye on these lums, because if we get another 4 lum situation, then I need to adjust the time. They seem to be fine at the moment. Yeah, we're going to have so much food now and so much algae. Because food and algae are still increasing, this means I can keep printing more duplicates. Let's turn diagnostics on. We haven't had any idleness. That's fine. Because the more idleness we have, the more dupes we'll just get in here. In fact, actually, you know what? I think you can do this. And then dig this. Also, you can dig this, and then we can get in here. Because I wanted to dig all of this out anyways, just to grab all of the metal, right? Let's go do that. Right, let's see. So, I need tiles here and here. I can remove these ones. Let's see. This can all be removed safely. So let's go ahead and do that. My theory is players avoiding adding too much endgame stuff since their user data shows the majority of players are in early game. Good! That is the correct decision. I think. People always like restarting. People like seeing different starts. Late game is interesting, but I feel like late game is most interesting doing it once, and then you don't necessarily need to do everything in the game again. It's a shame, though, at least most of us like to aspire to endgame builds. That's true. The other issue is performance. But then, I guess in that case, you just have a smaller asteroid and try and do endgame stuff on there. You know, that thing I keep not doing. Right, once we build this tile, we should be able to just get in here and it should be fine. Right, we actually have the water fort now. This is good. We have plenty of plastic as well. So, let's priority 9 this stuff. I like their shifting of things to the mid-game, like with space mining. It's useful for both types of players. Yes! Making it so the systems are actually accessible is good. I think, you know what I think they should do? I think they should have a gassy moo start. Like, make it a challenge map where we have to get gassy moos to work to start, and then people actually at least interact with that system. Like, because they clearly want people to do them, and they've got the husky moo variant now. But, like, people still have to go out of their way to see it, and Brackeen is something that I think a lot of people don't end up doing anyways. Even if it is powerful, just having the option of having it as a start will educate people onto the benefits of Brackeen, and then they'll actually do it, you know? Like me. Also, these could totally be tiles, by the way. I normally leave a gap here in case we have the auto sweeper here, but we won't have the auto sweeper there. I think we could have the auto sweeper here. No, we can't have the auto sweeper here either because we're not going to have room for ladders. So I will just put the auto sweeper here. Moose start would be perfect for a Bionic Planet Pack. Yeah, actually, that's a really good idea. Like, have it so that moose are the only critters on the synthetic asteroid. Oh, that's such a good idea. There's a player on the unofficial ONI Discord that's been doing a start on the Gassy Moo Planetoid lately. Yeah. I feel like I need to buy that new dev they hired a beer, lol. Yeah, you're so right, though. Oh, man. It's all coming together. I think we can do this now. Right. Research. We do need a research. What research do we need? Exosuits. Atmos suit. Yeah, just this, please. That should be a quick one. The performance update brought back Shinebug reactors. Yeah, I mean, so far performance is pretty good. We have a lot of duplicates. I mean, I guess we're not that far in, but I haven't noticed any issues. Yeah, we don't need any of these either. I've never built the airborne critter condo. We should give that a try sometime. That's not even the right level. What am I doing? I love how I'm still doing everything with these regular-ass wires. Man, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing here. It's fine. Right, you need to build this. You need a reachable build. Guess you just need to open the door. A Darth leg, more tender brisket. We'll take some tender brisket. Yummers. Ugh. So, oh yeah, speaking of yummers. So, The Boys Season 5 is coming out in April, I think? And I think it's the same week that Invincible is coming out again. I might be wrong. Interested to see how The Boys ends, because it's going to be the final season. And the comics just went off the deep end. Well, I mean, I don't think the comics ever left the deep end. They started in the deep end, and they ended in the deep end. The show has kind of done its own thing a little bit. I'm interested to see how they end the show. And then I'm a big fan of Invincible as well, so we'll see what they do with that. Good month to get Amazon Prime, I guess, right? April. If you like superhero shows. Oh, good job, Marie. You're doing a good job. Right, now you can actually get in here. Good. I presume you can get in here. Yeah. Okay, good. Right, I don't think there's a huge amount else I want to build for now. I think I just want to speed through it. Let's just speed through it, because we need to fill this with water. I want to do the research. We can get people in here with exosuits, because this is definitely an exosuit job. Is this actually cooling down? It is. The freezer is now actually cooling down. That's good. We got 2 adult Pacu in here. You are eating from feeder. You are... Actually, you're actually already breeding. You're tame and breeding. That's good. That means we're going to have a lot of Pacu eggs. So are you set to grab eggs? I believe you are. But I also believe that if we actually had a Pacu egg come through, then it would be sat on this weight plate. So I don't think you've actually laid an egg yet. Excellent. Right, yeah, let's just let them keep doing it. Okay, you just need to remove this so that we can put the other water fort in. More skills for bills. I don't want to keep doing this all the time, but I think it's still probably a little bit helpful at the moment. Idleness is still 0, so that's good. I will need to keep looking at the power line. Okay, I think what we'll do as well then is we'll hook up the gas range to this line. I think it's probably fine. Oh, you still need to build the friggin' rock crusher wire. That's not good. Well, maybe I need to shift that around then. I guess we'll see. Let's see. Oh man, this is too much tender brisket. This is too much tender brisket. Peat is still going up, but we need an actual freezer. How is algae production with the Blumlums? It's great. We've got way too much algae. We can't really print enough duplicates to eat. Actually, we totally can, but we haven't been offered any duplicates in a while. We should be printing a duplicate every cycle for like the next, like, I don't know, like 100 cycles. Do I actually want to put more bedrooms in here past the bathrooms? Possibly. Maybe just keep adding more bedrooms here. This seems like prime bedtime real estate. Bedroom real estate. We may as well do this. It fits in with the room layout. I think we're really just going to push how many duplicates we can have. A, because it's going to help us get stuff done faster, and B, because it's amusing. Oh, right, thank you. Okay, so we need to put that there, and then put the power wire here. You are a silly Billy. Then, let's see. We need exact... Oh, look! Sticker bombing. Fun. Right. Let's put an ammo suit dock there, an ammo suit checkpoint here. And then it's all good. You tried to dump the tough meat into Rectors, but it's not chipping at it. Yeah. We just need to feed a load of duplicates. That's, I think, what it comes down to. Oh, good job. Good job, Carmack. Here you go. Right, let's add more beds. I'm still waiting for them to fill up the tank as well, you know, so let's keep doing that. I will also want to have a look at this. I don't think I care that much about the access shaft. So let's go ahead and remove these. I do now have enough fiber to make insulate, though. Good. I should probably be making these out of granite and not shale, right? No, I can't be bothered. Yeah, put the water fort up here as well. So how many water tiles is this going to be? Because that's going to be a mesh tile too. So if we look at that, that's going to be 230 minus 8 minus 3. So 219 tiles. So that's going to be enough for 12 tiles each. That's going to be like 18, 19 Jawbos. Okay, so this tank is big enough. That's good. Perhaps I should have actually counted that before we did this, but oh well. Right, let's think about what else we can put in here as well. Auto sweeper, yes. Loader, yes. We don't actually need to do anything that fancy with this. Predator sensor could go here. There's room for a conveyor loader as well, but I don't think we actually need that for this one. We also don't need a loader here because we're going to be loading this directly with the stuff. Yeah, this is fine. This isn't leaking heat, is it? No, good. I think there's that much more I need to do then. I think I just need to leave them alone a little bit. Let's make an Atmos suit. And then we can do repairs as well. Wait, we have a worn Atmos suit? Where? No, we don't. Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, that's a bit of a weird one. And then you can deliver the Atmos suit here, and then we do have an oxygen pipe, which is here. I think this should probably just go here, right? No, that's a full pipe, that's a full pipe. You know what, let's just hook this one up over here. Let's do this. It's a little bit weird, but it'll do. No research is probably fine. Okay, you know what? We've literally got the time. Let's just have them granite this. There's not really any reason not to. Put a ladder here and here. Then we can granite this too. I think we can do these tiles as well. Let's do that. That's not going to destroy anything. Then let's put the airflow tiles in. Oh, there's so much lum roaring. It's the roaring. I haven't actually played Deltarune. I did play Undertale when that came out, but I think I realized I prefer just absorbing those games through YouTube and pop culture references. Much like Pizza Tower. I really enjoyed playing Pizza Tower, but I never actually finished it. But then I just enjoyed absorbing all of the pop cultural osmosis around that game. There you go. We will want to put mechatronics in here at some point. I should think about building a sleeper hotel really as well, but that's not mission critical yet, so I don't really want to bother. But this is going to be, what? 40 bedrooms. This is going to be 65. Pizza Town music. Yeah, Pizza Town music's really good. I've used that in YouTube videos before. Ugh, get it out of there. Am I really going to have 65 duplicants in this base? Maybe. That'd be amusing, wouldn't it? I think I will just keep printing everyone. It might be a bit of a hassle actually powering all these oxygen things, but they flicker on and off, so I think we'll be alright. We are literally gaslighting our wires into working. Test those performance updates. Yeah, exactly. How's the Meteor looking? Meteor's looking good. Yeah, we have Pacu eggs here now, so Pacu breeding is working correctly. This is good. And then we'll end up with excess Pacu for fillets over here. We'll end up with excess Pacu fillets in here, eventually. I do need you to do this. There's no salt water. That's all the salt water. Oh, there's a plant here? Okay, you need to dig the plant out. You need to dig this out. Frankly, you need to dig this out. We're gonna have to bite the bullet and just grab all of that. Let's go ahead and just widen it out over here as well. Otherwise, they're gonna run out of things to do. How many blast shots to finish off the meteor? Just one. We have reduced it down to 10 HP. And I believe we can make the last blast shot. We don't have any biodiesel. We don't have any biodiesel. We have a pipe full of it right here. We'll be fine. Right, in any case, we made the atmo suit, so that's good. There's no oxygen. Oh. Oh, well that's silly. Okay, don't put the pipe there. Build a bridge. That's fine. But yes, we have so much food production and so much Brita oxygen production that we may as well keep printing dupes. And really just go crazy. Okay, now you're actually doing the water. This is good. There is going to be a slight issue with this filling up. Okay, you know what? I think actually what we do... Let's just do this. Let's do that very quickly. Otherwise, we're going to start having major issues. We've been watching for 5 minutes and my algae went up 2.6 tons. Yes. We are possibly at the point where we would start building tiles out of algae if we had the option. Glass? That's funny, but... No, we're just going to keep printing duplicates. We really are. I'm going to print Harold the Farmer. This seems good. Farming. And then you can prioritize farming. Because we've got the dupes on the schedules as well. Like, we might as well. Let's see. So Harold can come here. Yeah, now that the mess halls can be on schedules as well as the bathrooms, I feel like it's a bit more practical to build a large colony. Because we've had mess halls take up so much space in the past. I really like this wallpaper as well. I'm a big fan. Also, the more dupes we have, the more... hold on. Okay, I think you're fine, actually. But the more dupes we have, the more coffee is actually going to get drunk, which is good because we're producing way too much coffee.
Thanks for the sub.
Thank you very much for the resub, Lagbot 30,000. Subscribe at tier 1 for 3 months in advance. Thank you very much. Enjoy your fishy and froggy emotes. How have you been? Hope you've been having a good day. Let's actually... Where's the fish? Where's Whiskers? Let's get Whiskers to celebrate. Is she here? Oh, I was really worried that leaf was a dead fish. It's not... It's just a leaf. It looks very suspiciously like a dead fish. No, we're fine. We're fine, don't worry. Fish time. Right, let's go back to the game. Thank you very much for the subscription. All revenue generated by the channel is 100% reinvested back into the channel. It's either reinvested back into the fish and the frogs, or... Yeah, I'm a frog. Or it's reinvested into the stream. We're currently saving up for a new desktop computer. Unfortunately, it seems like RAM has decided to get really expensive. I preempted that by making the goal a little bit higher. There is a reasonable chance I'm just going to sit on the money for now and wait until things drop in price. And then, I don't know, buy a new car or something. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I'm trying to think of other stuff to actually invest in for the stream now, though. Because there isn't really much apart from the desktop computer. I could get more emotes commission, but we don't really have enough... We don't really have enough viewership to use emotes yet. I do use them for video thumbnails, so that is definitely something I could just do. Because the artist who did my emotes for me recently contacted me and asked me if I have any more work I need them to do. And I haven't said anything yet, because I was kind of thinking maybe I should get them made just anyways. Then I could use them in video thumbnails. Nobody's bothering to harvest these. Is that... Oh, I see what the issue is. So because we had the suit terminal here, we now only have one dupe at a time going in here. So... that's probably fine. That could get sorted out later. But I think that means we have to lower the priority on this. I have to increase the priority on these. I think that makes sense. But if you're in here, you actually do need to harvest the plants. You're still getting food poisoning, eh? Is that because you're still just eating the old figs? I think it is because they're still eating the old figs. Yeah, nice to see the eggs are coming along just fine now. So these will hatch in about 5 cycles, and then we'll start getting the fish flopping in here. I think we're just going to have 10 in here for now. I am going to make an extension for this tank. The only thing being, I do have to actually fill it with brine. So I think what we're going to actually do is we're going to put off increasing the Pacus capacity until we've started mass producing Dartles and Rexes. And then we're going to sort that out. Now this salt water is going to be very hot. Is that going to be an issue? That might be an issue. You haven't really tested the performance improvements, a hard test, but on an early game base it doesn't make my laptop sound like a plane is about to take off anymore. Well, that's good. Yeah, the issue if we're using all of this hot salt water is it might get too hot for the Jawbos. I don't think it will, because as we've established, it can go up to 60 degrees and be comfortable. That's not that high. Right, I think what we do, let's put a pitcher pump here, and then we'll dig out all of this, because we can. I might as well just dig all of this out as well, actually, now I think about it. Can we even reach all of that? Who's suffocating? Bubbles. You're fine. I think this is a bad plan. Keep that salt there. We do want that salt water. There's some salt water in here, but we're actually using that for these seacomb. We probably don't need that anymore, do we? I don't know. I might just leave it. I think that is all the salt water, though. Okay, you know what? Actually, instead of digging all of this, leave that there, and then we'll just put a pitcher pump here. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. Draco's still in here. Draco is laying eggs. I don't overly care about the Draco. We will get more reed fiber later. It's good to have a little bit just to start, just to make the occasional atmo suit, but it's not the end of the world. Let's deconstruct this. Let's dig these. Now, I do technically care about this, but not a lot. So, yeah, remove that for now. Each Pacus requires 8 tiles. So we need at least 240. Now this is 180, so that's not going to be enough. It probably is going to have to come all the way down here. Something I should bear in mind as well. We are going to put in more farm tiles just to grow more sea combs in this space. And I will have to think about the exact numbers. I probably won't grow as many sea combs as I am down here. This is the optimal arrangement for this standard Pacus tank, where you're just trying to make some Pacus and Jawbos, and it's not like a fixed quantity. This is a very efficient layout for the sea combs. We don't have to be that efficient for the rest of it, I don't think. Do I want to do any more research? Maybe we do the fossil blocks. You know what? We haven't actually done the fossil blocks a lot in these runs, so maybe we should do them. We should give it a try. Why is the powering off? You can have farming, Stinky. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I don't think there's that much more that I need to do. Obviously, if I fill this in, we're not going to be able to get over the top of the rust machines, but I think that's fine. I'm really glad I actually set out the right amount of space for all of this. That would have been very annoying otherwise. Oh, you need to do this. I still have to adjust this wire, apparently. Okay, well, let's get rid of the wire bridge first of all. Oh, you're running the thing? Okay. I think it is pretty reasonable for me to actually disconnect this from this line. Because we're not really going to be using the Blastshot make that much more, and the Juke bot is fairly standard, and a lot of this isn't running too frequently. There's one building that's running often. I think this is fine. Maybe it will change once we get more fish in here. We're going to have to start grabbing the salt water in these sour gas regions. Probably not, right? We just need to let this keep erupting and keep pumping out the salt water. Okay, you are overly full. But you only have 2 mimickers. But you're still overly full. These shouldn't end up with 4 under any circumstances. So let's set this to 30. I think we will keep increasing the buffer gate depth until we end up getting less than the right amount of lums. Because we have enough lums breeding. We've almost always got one in reserve at the moment. So I think we can increase this by quite an amount and it would still work properly. So you... Which one is it? This one. Yeah, you're crowded now. Wait, actually, I think I want to attack the regular one. Not this one. It does occur to me, perhaps I should actually set up a permanent pump here if we've got the saltwater geyser refilling this. We could do that, I guess. Where would I position this? I guess I'll just put it down here. I would want to dig that out as well. And then... Where is this pipe even going to go? We're just up this way, right? I'm not even going to pretend that we've got efficient pipes going on in this run. We don't. That's not going to go that way, though. Let's just do it here for now. At least that way we know it's going to fill to the right level. And... I will get rid of this stuff fairly soon. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, build a couple of ladders there. Yeah, you can reach all of these pipe segments from there. That's good. I just love having a little, like, cloud of drones going around, like, doing all this stuff. Speaking of which, we should actually make a load of Flydos and test them out as well. I'll do that late. I'll do that another time. That's not a big priority at the moment. Right, that seems good to me. Like 175. But I think this is literally just going to be a speed 3 thing for now. I guess we're gonna eventually end up with a load of rotten tender brisket, right? How quickly does this go off? Fairly quickly. You've still got the figs. You're fine, you're fine. I think I do need to sweep this up, though. This water here is becoming a persistent problem, because it's stopping the oxygen from flowing through here. You were supposed to keep going up here. I guess we could dig that tile and then we can get in here? Oh, here's some salt water. Yeah, let's go put a pitcher pump in here as well. That's good. How are the beaters doing? The beaters are doing well. We are not consuming too much hydrogen for these guys. That is good. We do have to actually go and grab the Jawbos at some point. Jawbos are relatively long-lived. They live for 100 cycles. That's long compared to the Pacus. And as we've established, we can just wrangle fish now, apparently. So I don't need to worry about looking for a Jawbo egg. We do have the Chad Pacus over here as well. But I've established that I don't want to actually... What's going on with this wire? I think there's some stuff in here I need to hook up to. I think I need to keep playing around with these wires. Let's hook this up. See if that helps. The fish traps work on them? I think they do. I think we did test that a while ago and it worked. We actually need to put a wire here too. I don't think that's going to be an issue though. There you go. I've been using them more now that they're cheap to make. Oh, right, yeah. mean, if we go over here and have a look, fish traps are just made out of metal. But again, only duplicates with crypto ranching can arm the trap. So again, what's the point of putting the trap in? Is it if you're just manually moving a lot of fish over from one place to another normally? You're an allergies dupe, that doesn't really matter. I don't think we're doing any allergies stuff. You're a builder researcher, so I think it's worth doing. Let's do it. Oh, you come with hard digging as well. That's funny. Good. Let's prioritize building on you. And then schedule you in here. I think we just need the dupes. I feel like they've always been wrangleable. The red icon tried its best, but the dupes did it anyway. It's easier to catch them in large pools. That is true. Yes, we've actually done that before. That does make sense. Perhaps we're going to need more recreation rooms. I feel like probably not everyone is actually getting their coffee. I think we will make this another recreation room once... oh, you're a fresh dupe and you're down here. You're fine. I think we will put in a coffee room once we finish the blast shots here to celebrate. We still have a... Well, we did have a big backlog of pinch peppers. I think we've run out of them. Still seems like we're not really using a gas range, which is a bit of a shame. We have a lot of natural gas in here now. Still making a load of fertilizer. We've got plenty of phosphorite at the moment. More Draco eggs are appearing. Yeah, we're really just trying to get all this salt water out of here. And at least we will be pumping it indirectly now. That's good. Okay, so let's actually... I think now it would be appropriate to remove these. I am definitely going to need to make some kind of special access over here. I think we're definitely going to remove these tiles. What temperature does the seacomb leaf grow at again? Oh yeah, up to 85 degrees. So we could definitely have seacombs in here. So, what does that actually mean? Because I'm not going to fill every square inch of this with seacombs. I think we just fill it up with water first and then decide what to do. Who made a mess? Oh, are you stuck? You are stuck. That's usually how this goes. Right, take this out. As much as I enjoy forced labor, we don't need it today. I would like people to rummage in here in case there's any nice clothes. But I really, really don't care about the things. Make sure to leave enough room to add tiles, don't overfill the room. Yes. That is true. I totally would have done that, too. I mean, we could have overfilled it a little bit, but, like, not that many tiles worth. The thing is, I've got to make sure it's enough tiles for 15 Jawbos as well. So, we can only have a max of probably 36 farm tiles. So when it gets up to around here, that's when we should stop. I'm very glad we didn't trap a dupe in here as well. That would have been bad. How are the lums doing? Lums do seem to be behaving now. Maybe 30 is the sweet spot. Got loads of these. And look at Nisbet delivering all those water bottles. Very, very responsible duplicant. Right. What else do we want to do? Skills. I really am just waiting a little bit for them to pour all the water in there. Building. I should really be giving everyone supplying. That should be a bit more of a priority than it has been. You're not growing. You're too hot. Let's just have a look at general base temperatures as well. Yeah, it's quite hot. We've been generating a fair bit of heat. This map is always quite hot, but we haven't really been trying to cool it down at all. Interesting that we got a load of random cold gas here. Why is that? Has the abyss light been flaking? It's kind of interesting. I think trapped is the preferred state for a dupe. They should get a morale buff when trapped. Lol. True. Yeah, we do have some cold spots. Oh, how's the tree doing? It's not doing. Oh, the branches are growing though. Oh, but these branches are too hot. See, this is the issue I have with the light here. It's going to be too hot in here. I mean, I could just plant a load of Wheezeworts nearby. Maybe we just do that. I mean, we have a fair bit of... Yeah, we have a fair bit of... we have a fair bit of phosphorite. Oh, why are we doing Wheezeworts for friggin' radiation? We have Wheezeworts. I just, like, blanked on that the entire time. Not that it's really constraining anything at the moment. I think it was literally because we didn't have phosphorite production. We have some warm coats. I don't really want those. Yeah, let's just put in some of these. How many do we have? We have 7. Okay. Let's do that, and then I'm going to put, like, another farm tile here and one here. We'll see how that goes. Loners. Yeah. Trap loners. Oh, tough meat and the brisket is rotting? That's harsh. Does it mean we need yet another thing here? Does this count as a lab? No. Well, then maybe we don't keep the skill scrubber here. Maybe we just put in another another smoker. That's we've got to at least appraise our maximum food production. That seems responsible, right? We got some weirdness going on over here with the lamps. I think I will do this for now. Using any geotuners? No, I'm not actually using any geotuners. I'm going to be honest. We're not really using any geysers. I mean, we're using a polluted water vent. That's true. We're feeding that to pitcher peppers. We got 2 polluted water vents, but we don't want to geotune these because we want it to be the right temperature. We will geotune the salt water, I think, but I think we need to do that after Dartles because it's not going to be bleachstone positive, and we've kind of used most of our bleachstone on the missiles. I'm going to remove this. And then that can go here. I know technically we could be working on Dartle and Rex stuff right now, but I just want the dupes to pour the water. So we are just going to wait for them. Okay, I'm feeling a little bit less guilty about this now. We need this pipe to go here. And then you need to be activated. I was thinking you could add a geotuner next to the planetarium to make that lab. Yeah, lab workspace doesn't make a huge difference. I'm going to move this anyways. All of this, I mean, I was going to say all of this stuff is temporary. Perhaps the smokers should go somewhere. Also, I should remember these generate a lot of heat. We are going to want to actively cool stuff at some point. I should remember that. We do have a lot of polluted water that can absorb that heat. It's like a 15% bonus, I think. Let's just double check that. Well. I guess we won't know unless we get someone to research. Let's get someone to research. Oh my god, so many skills. Let's definitely keep giving everyone supplying, though. Yeah. Let's... Okay, you are actually doing a research. Which one? Oh, you're doing high culture. We don't have water? Wait, we're out of water for research? No, we're not. Okay, Perhaps Maya needs to adjust their plan. Let's put a different one here. Wait, no. Put it here. We're certainly whetting our appetite over here, aren't we? Pretty close. We're pretty close to getting the thing done. How much more tough meat do we have? Is this all the tough meat? Oh. I think it is. That's good. How are these rooms looking? We're running a little bit low on rust. Just in terms of actual deliveries, which I think is expected because we set it to priority 1. I'm really, really, really looking forward to blowing up this meteor. What we should do, actually, if we got a gas overlay. So we are just dumping all the carbon dioxide down here. We have covered this polluted water in regular water. So I think we can put a carbon dioxide pump here. I think the only thing is... Oh, right, hold on. You know what, I'm going to put it here. Put it here, and then let's actually just very quickly set this up. So we're just going to pump some gases. It should mostly be carbon dioxide. If there is anything else, we'll vent it into space. Oh, right. Where am I actually putting stuff? I don't know. Should I just put the rocket platform here? This seems funny. Maybe we do. This is cold now. It's all, eventually exchange temperature with things. Incidences lab adds 10, and well, it is 15, yeah. But lights aren't required any longer for lab as per last update, yeah. It's still a very small bonus. It's most relevant if you don't have a dedicated researcher, but if you print a proper researcher, it shouldn't be a problem. Level complete disregard for insulated pipes as I run gas everywhere. Yeah. Insulated pipes are a lot of rock. And we're not, and... I'd rather just actively cool the oxygen where the dupes actually are. Obviously, eventually we're going to reach the point where we need to actually actively cool these. But remember, the water that we're pumping to these is from the geyser, and it's being filtered. So we are pumping cold water over here, or cold enough water. So that's going to be some temperature management already. Now, you're a pretty generalist dupe, but we're still taking you because we've got spare resources, frankly. I will give you more operating, maybe, because we need more operators. Yeah, we're going really, really, really crazy on duplicates, apparently. Right. And then I'm going to be completely inundated by the skills menu forever. Operating, farming, doctoring, and then schedule-wise, you can stay in that schedule there. But one skill point is 20%. It's not much of a buffer at all, especially if they have any skill. Yes, exactly, which is why I don't worry about it too much. It's worth worrying when it's literally the first thing you do in your base, where you put your buildings next to the printing pod to get that extra bonus. But and that's only if you don't print a proper researcher. And I usually do print a proper researcher, because that usually ends up being the constraint on what we're doing these days. Yeah, I guess what I'll do then is gas pipe element sensor, and then anything that's not carbon dioxide gets vented up here, because, I mean, it'll work its way back down, right? Let's priority 9 this just to make sure it gets done. Oh, you know what? I have nothing to drink and I'm hungry, so let's drink this. Isn't the buff isn't as effective as it implies? Yeah, because it's an additive plus 15 or plus 10% bonus, and your dupe is already getting an additive plus 250, 350, 450% bonus from attributes. So it becomes very minimal. Got a glossy Dreco egg. I don't think it's actually helpful this time because we don't actually. No, I don't want to filter carbon gas. We don't actually have mealwoods. Oh, glossy Dreco. Yeah, because we haven't got mealwoods and we've got allergies dupes, so we're not going to do bristle blossoms. Yeah, I'm probably not going to bother with glossy Drecos. Feed them to the Rex. That would be really funny. That'd be really funny. 10% would be worth it as multiplicative. Yeah, I think they need to make the bonus multiplicative. I think that's what they should do, because otherwise it's just not worth doing. Right, it is cycle 180. We look at the star map. The meteor is not quite there yet. I will keep checking. Realistically, it's at the point where we could probably just blow it up now and it would be fine. Let's remove this as well. I'm just going to put the rocket platform here just for laughs. It's just a carbon dioxide rocket. I don't think it's going to break anything. Let's keep speeding it. We're almost at the point where I should start actually filling this in. And I probably do need to just make this like a door as well. Maybe just do this for now. So we don't trap everyone. And then make that a door. And then we can at least ladder in here and start thinking about what this is going to look like. Haku eggs are increasing, that's good. Oh look, we got lots of little babies! We got lots of little babies. Are you manually delivering succumb leaves to this? You really shouldn't be. Let's make this priority 2. Let's make this priority 1. You should load the seacomb leaf in here, right? Or are you just full of algae? You're full of seacomb leaf. Have we just dumped a load of seacomb leaf somewhere else? Oh, the seacomb leaf's in here, so it's not actually having to manually load any from this loader anyways. Okay, that's fine. I'm getting very impatient about this meteor. I need to put this on a wire. Let's use common sense and do this wire. You know what would be interesting? Obviously, Jawbos eat Pacus. That's fine. What if critters ate eggs? We don't have anything that eats eggs, do we? Like, just actual eggs, not raw egg or baby critters or whatever. You could have an egg-eating dinosaur. Those exist. Maybe make that the Rex variant. Maybe make it so it only eats eggs. And it poops omelets. No. No, don't make it poop omelets. It's silly. Oh, the chlorine is too hot. Is that because... Ah, that's because we're not using the phyto oil. Okay. Biodiesel. Well, we're not making more biodiesel. What do we actually want to use the phyto oil for? Right, okay. So our coolant just isn't working now because we aren't actually doing anything with it. Is that an issue? Not really. I don't mind the chlorine continuing to build up in here. Better conversion of eggshell to lime, maybe? I don't know. Maybe. A pinch of pepper nuts are decaying? Yeah, I'm sure they are. Right, we're getting a little bit of idleness. Let's actually put the rocket platform in. Oh, okay, so remove this as well. Am I going to need to remove the clock? I'm probably going to need to remove the clock. Let's put ladders here so we can do that. Still doing the research. You know, there really isn't a reason to not have a ladder here. I'm glad we've been able to turn off the bar through vines. I think, actually... Quickly are you managing to get up here to do this? Oh, okay, Maria's on the way. That's fine. Let's put the rocket platform in. Because we are going to want to harvest this stuff as quickly as we can. Or not as quickly as we can, but like... Well, I don't want to wait. Let's put it that way. I will just bring the pipe up here, even though we don't go up here, because there's room. So why not? Yeah, go up here, and then we'll put ladders in. Have them poop resin. That'd be a bit redundant, I think. I think I will just let them get on with this. Maybe it'll be cycle 181. Digging for Ruby. Digging for Jean. I like giving people tidying too. You can have supplying. Or different waste product depending on what the egg is. That would probably be too complicated, I think. Having one critter producing all those different materials might be a bit too powerful. But I guess it does depend on you having the other critters, so maybe not. Still a load of amber in here that I can technically grab. I'm just waiting for the last of the nits to be eaten. Eventually they will all get eaten. Once we get Dartles and Rectors up, we can supply this with regular blast shots as well and just shoot down all the meteors. I think that'd be a good plan. Oh, right. I think this time until impact has to say 20, less than 20 cycles. Well, let's count. So 1, 2, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. It should be then, right? Can we not get in? Oh no, we can't get here, that's fine. Build a tile here because this is annoying me. Idleness is generally not too bad. What about colony report? Travel time seems very high. Might need the critter to be very hungry, so you need a lot of eggs to keep it alive. Maybe. Oh, I see what the issue is. We didn't actually put any masks here, did we? Why don't I just open this up? That seems fine. In fact, I think that seems necessary. Let's just actually do that. Otherwise, Bert might be in trouble. Oh my god, hold on, hold on, hold on. Dig. Dig like your lives depend on it. We want all the sand anyways. Get out of here. There's a liquid lock here anyways. This is the critical part. Okay, good. Yeah, we got a suit dog here, but not a suit dog here. That's kind of a weird thing, but that's just because we have a load of chlorine here. Not enough for the Megafront, apparently, but we'll see. You know what? Sweep this as well. That will help. Right, I think we're at the point where I should stop doing this. Let's wait another day and then we'll stop doing it. Oh, we're so close. Yes, I know I should actually build a space terminal. Do we want regular suits or masks? I think we just want masks. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. And then make 4 masks. It's still not there. Okay. The maths is wrong. Right, let's make a new rocket. Let's make a carbon dioxide engine. We don't have it. How have we researched a sugar engine and not a carbon dioxide engine? A carbone. I want a boneless pizza, please. Let's do this. Advanced gas flow. Very advanced. We do have water here, so this should be fine. We got the chlorine seeping into here. That's fine, I think. It's a little weird. I mean starvation. Oh. Yeah, we are at the point where some of these guys are probably starving every now and then, aren't we? Yeah. Yeah, that was the thing. I did need to actually technically dump some excess food in here. Probably bog buckets. That's something we could do. But I'm going to go to the loo very quickly. We will have a very quick break. I think I will probably pause the game. So I'll be back fairly shortly. Don't go anywhere. Well, it appears we put the wrong bin out. We'll be fine. Right, back to the game. You know what, I'm gonna leave my music on for a bit. What's the plan, Stan? Right, so the rocket, yeah. Let's build the rocket, because we're definitely gonna need to do that at some point. Oh, we need to wait for the engine, okay. In the meantime, let's do the conveyors for the Jawbos. And the automation. Let's do the automation first, I think. Yeah, okay, so... Skip. I love how every... Okay, guys, have you noticed something about YouTube? Have you noticed it will now throw you an ad when you pause the video for too long? I've noticed that. My god. Right, let's see. So this needs to go here. I actually have a vent here. This vent needs to be a bit lower. And in fact, I think I actually just need to remove it now. So let's do that. And then we need to put our filter gate in. I could probably move it, but I'm not going to. Let's just put it in the same place. So, filter gate. Speed 1 it again. I'm going to keep filling it until we've done this automation, then we'll stop. Right, so that goes there. And this goes up here. Around this. Back down to a NOT gate. And then that plugs into the door. And then over here we have a conveyor rail element sensor. And that is hooked up to Jawbos. Jawbo eggs. And then that's going to come down here. We're going to put in the AND gate again. And then if it detects the right weight of Jawbos, then we'll open up the chute. And that's all the automation for this bit. It's not very complicated. So, what about the mechatronics? That doesn't seem too complicated either. So, we do have a conveyor receptacle in here. This is going to be... This is going to be the Jawbo... The Pacus fillets, yeah. We're going to send them out on a time basis so they get consumed and they're not going off in here. So, that's fine. That can go... Realistically, that can just go here, right? That doesn't seem like a problem. Remove this... Oh. Yeah, let's remove this one, because we don't want to be going into the Jawbo tank to actually grab all of... we don't want to be going into the Jawbo tank with the conveyor rail building. And then let's have a think. So... Need Jawbo eggs to be circulated as well. More dupes! Good dupes. You're a good dupe. Yeah, farming. Mimar farming. Good. Right, and then schedule-wise, Mimar can go here. Are we starting to get duplicates? I think we are. You guys need to come up with some names. They're going to rapidly diminish or dilute the pool of named duplicates. Right, researching and farming. Seems good. What else? So... Right. So this conveyor rail needs to go up here. It needs to go in here and around here. And then... This is going to be... excess stuff. That goes there. That hooks on to the excess food rail earlier. That's where all the omelets are coming through. And then all the other stuff is going to go in here. And then we're just going to dump it in here. And we'll figure out where to actually dump it later. But this is just so that everything's actually connected. That is everything. Who's suffocating? Oh dear. Okay, alright. Yeah, I mean, I think Otto will be alright. It's a little hairy. I think this is a sign we should stop. I'm probably going to have to actually restrict access to this area. Or set up some kind of actual gym again. Right, so that's all the conveyor rail stuff. We do actually need to get back in here again, so we need to open this door temporarily. Just so we can build the automation wire and then we can get it hooked up. And then we can actually get the Jawbos in here. How about I make it so that only certain duplicants can get in here? Let's make it so that duplicates with building hats can go in here. Building hats and farming hats. It seems like a good idea. No, not Mari. Okay, not Otto and not Mimar. We know at least that much. Then there's a few settings in here, so this needs to be everything, including eggs. But not Pacu fillets. We do have Pacu fillet on the list now. Is that something I actually had to put in somewhere? Currently only set to eggs. I think what we actually want to do is we want everything to go in here. There's a lot of dirt in here. Well, the aim is to just shove everything up here, isn't it? We want this to have as little thermal mass as possible so we can refrigerate it later. How's the freezer looking? Freezer is not cold enough. Looks like we need to actually remove a packet of hydrogen. Okay. Oh. Open this. And then set you to below, I don't know, like 20? No. Below 15, because we want 15 Jawbos in here. That was the whole point. Right, that should work fine now. Setting that to 5 is fine. Yeah, this should be set to everything. What are the different settings on these again? So this should be set to everything, including eggs. Oh, we're just picking up all the abyss light here now? Hilarious. Good job. What does this mean? Okay, we need to build more conveyor rails down here as well. It's fine. That's... We probably don't need to priority 9 it, but that's fine. And then we can definitely put... we still need a bit more liquid in here. Right, let's remove these. So we know we're going to have water up here. I don't know, do I just want a load of seacomb down here or something? I probably want to stagger them. Oh, I know what we want to do. So this room... This room is too big to be a greenhouse. And it will still be too big even once we put all the tiles in. Let's speed to it for now. We go in here. Building, digging. Seems good. You have to actually build the farm tiles, but I have to actually commit to building something. Well, let's just think logically about this. We need space for auto sweepers, and we need space for the conveyor loaders. So we know that we're not going to have any seacomb here because I want these tiles to be full of liquid. Does that actually matter? Either we have the farm tiles here or the farm tiles here. Let's start with farm tiles here, right? Let's have a think about what could actually work. Let's just do some brainstorming. The other thing I should probably actually do... I should probably have a suit terminal, right? We shouldn't just have dupes running around the saltwater. Let's have them run around the saltwater a little bit. We're only going to get advanced dupes in here, so I think we should still be fine. And frankly, we could take some of this dirt down here and use it to actually build these tiles. So that would be good. Do we need to do things efficiently? Not if we've got willing labor. We have 72 Blum eggs now. Great. This is probably going to increase the duplicate stress levels quite a lot, so we probably shouldn't do it forever. Let's have a look. So, I think we would have to actually... I could put this... I could put the sweeper here, but that won't work for every bit of the floor. So I probably do need to raise it up a level. Just to make sure we can cover all of these. Or I put the sweeper here. Does that actually work? I think it does actually work. Based. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. And then that way the loader can go here. Yeah, let's give it a try. We'll build in some kind of Atmos suit access, to be honest. That's what we'll do. Yeah, keep cooling this. You don't have enough hydrogen now. That's a problem. Right, let's just do this. Now just got a little can of hydrogen somewhere. Hello, Treble Queen. Hope you're doing well. Enjoy your lurk. Quite enjoying the idea of just having auto sweepers in these bits. Oh, you can't actually get up here, can you? Right, let's put a ladder here so you can get up here. Because that shouldn't get in the way of anything, should it? I'm kind of waiting for the meteor. Oh, the meteor's here. Okay, good. Let's make our last blast shots. There we go. Let's make our last blast shot and actually blow it up. We've done the carbon dioxide research as well for the rocket. I guess we'll make it that gold amalgam. Put some more ladders over here. Begin launch sequence. No. Ladders. Solo Spacefarer capsule. Unreachable. Oh, right. Yeah. And also, I actually need to put the pipe for the oxygen masks. True. There we go. Yes, let's actually blow up the meteor today. That's a good thing to do. What? Broke a wire. Okay. Perhaps too many oxygen diffusers. We'll see. How are the lums looking? Okay, they're looking good. You are trapped in this tile. Well, that's not ideal. No, you're not trapped. You're just hanging out. Look at the miracles of automation. Our duplicants do not have to shuffle lums around. Oh, the babies like make little noises too. Look at them. They're all very, very cramped. Yeah, I need to fix something about this. This is not a good plan. Just like moving critters with dupes. Yeah, I think we actually just need to sort this out now. Right, okay, let's think about this. What I could do is I could just seal this. And then we can just put the checkpoint here. That feels pretty reasonable. Also, let's think about it from this point of view. Do I want to have anything up here, or should I just make this a suit checkpoint? I don't know. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stagger the farm tiles out like this. So that's 28. Oh, that one won't do anything. So it's 27. And I think we'll have a look at that afterwards, because that means we just fit auto sweepers in the corners, and I think that will work pretty well. We should be able to get in and out of this bit. I think I am going to raise this up, maybe. Yeah, we don't need these to be specifically mesh tiles. Then we can just get rid of them. I will put a couple more over here. And then we can at least actually reach everything. Yeah, I like critter droppers. I feel like if I had the choice, I would always do a critter dropper. You're not cramped, are you? No. How many eggs you got? Not many. Just enough. Right, let's put in a checkpoint here. And then, I'll probably change this door later, but that's fine. And then we're probably going to want at least, I don't know, like, probably just one for now. I don't want too many suits at the moment, because we don't have a lot of reed fiber production. Let's make one more. And then let's see. So we know this one's going here. We already know that it will work with that tile in place, because it works with this tile in place. Oh. Devon, wait. Crap. You guys need to get over here, and you need to do this right now. Good stuff. I think I'm also just going to remove this tile. Just to make sure they can get out. This one. Good planning. It's alright, I was paying attention. But we do need a suit mask dock in here. And then we can probably... Well, we still really, ideally, just need dukes with suit training to do this. But we're probably not going to have that many suit-trained farmers either. So, yeah. Right, let's, I don't want to speed through it. Right, you can get in here. We don't actually have to build the thing yet. Have you made the Blastshot? No. You need... What do you need? Oh, make it out of nickel. I always forget that you have to keep setting each quantity based on each material combo. But that does make sense, doesn't it? You should be full of biodiesel, though. You are. Yeah, we should... There's no reason to wait on blowing this up anymore, because it's at impact point. Wait, does this glow yellow because we're actually... Oh, it glows yellow because we have a yellow alert on. That makes sense. Lol, okay. That's not a yellow alert anymore. It's very interesting that it glows yellow on the star map if it's having a yellow alert. Right, I think we can seal this again then. We will need an oxygen pipe to go here. Probably don't need to start planting sea combs yet. I'm gonna have to take the polluted dirt from these guys and feed it up here as well, but that won't be a problem. The polluted dirt... So the polluted dirt should be going in here. But at the moment the conveyor is feeding pretty much everything else over. As we just filled this with crap. Okay, so we have enough fish in here now. We have too many fish. Actually, do we have too many fish? No. We have the right amount of fish because they're cozy, because of the water fort. So that's good. It means we got the number right. And now we have plenty of fish. So a couple of them have actually gone in here and we're going to turn them into fillets. For the Jawbos. I think we're pretty close to... Actually, you know what? Let's just put the Jawbo in here now. Which one? This one. Relocate you here. Carmike is suffocating. Why? Oh, you just literally can't get out of the door. Okay, alright, alright, alright. Go here. How's the calories? Calories are good. We're really not eating any of these figs, which means they're getting food poisoning from something else. I wonder what. Probably just dipping their toes in here occasionally, maybe. I don't know. I would have thought that wouldn't have been the case. I think this could be the door. Yeah, do that as well. Last Blastshot? You're just out of power. Where's the power? You should be fine. Oh, I see the issue now. The dupes are using the jukebot on schedule. Right, well... I think this will eventually work. or are we literally having a non-stop dance party? Are your orders too hot? Is that the issue? They're all sweaty. Oh, I see. Water cooler. They're all trying to use the water cooler and it's constantly being used because the whole base is really, really hot. Yeah, okay, alright. That's probably why travel time has been so high, because they're constantly going back and forth to the water cooler. Yeah, crap. That is definitely the next thing we need to solve, then. Sure, whatever. Deliver suit. Then you can get in and out there now, so let's seal that. Let's put a door here and then we can restrict people again. Probably. What's the plan on the yellow alert? Who's doing this? No one, because we can't get in there? No, we can't get in there because of this. Yep. Time to invest in cooling. Yes, we will need to invest in cooling. How are the branches doing that? We're going to try and cool this down too. At the moment, my plan is trying involving Wheezeworts, and that's probably not a very good plan. I think this is telling us a distinct message that we do have to invest in cooling, and before we actually have any proper coolant for the freezer. But that's fine. Yeah, everyone's really sweaty. That's very funny. Everyone's allowed in here at the moment, but they won't be because of the suit. So that should work out. Right, we've made the Blastshot, which means it's on the way. Has it been fired? It has been fired. Okay, guys, we're almost here. We're almost here. Okay, hold on. Right, turn this off. We gotta have the game music. Got a big, important event on the way. You could be Party 9. Yeah, let's just watch from the map. Oh look, we built our little rocket too. Yeah, there we go. This seems like a sufficiently dramatic view, right? There we go. We did it! Yeah, it looks very big and ominous, doesn't it, Zerek? Why no electrolysers? We'll explain that in a bit, but basically they added a new critter. Alrighty! Let's watch a cutscene. Goodbye! Kaboom! It's very close. We destroyed the potato large. Very, very suspenseful, I'm sure. Yeah, the Blums. They're great. They're actually probably one of the best critters in the game, I think. It's kind of ridiculous. We blasted Demolior into oblivion. My colony is safe for now. Among the impactor's remains, I've identified several useful resources, as well as a small familiar object. How did such a thing find its way onto an uninhabited asteroid? I had always hoped that other worlds existed. Perhaps they do. We are more alike than I ever imagined. There is so much more we have yet to discover. Yes, indeed. We've done it. We got the achievement. Right. Kaboom! Ooh! We got meteors. Yep, that makes sense. We did blow it up pretty close. It's probably fine. Oh, look, it's dropping off iridium. Hey, look, it's dropping off iridium. Sweet. We were very well prepared for this, clearly. Oh, look, there's the stereoscope. Yep. Yep. Perfect. Yep. Jawbo is not impressed. Oh, look, we've got Jawbo Mini. We have Jawbo Mini. Seems like a good plan. Farm tiles are increasing the water capacity thing. Then you always get meteors. You do, but I'm not used to seeing the actual meteor belt here, because I think the first time we blew it up there wasn't a belt, because I presume it was far enough away. But if we look at the star map, look at this, and we actually have some ingredients right for the taking here. We got 10 tons of gold, 10 tons of iridium, 3 tons of molten iridium. 1.6 tons of magma, 2.3 tons of isosap, and 11 tons of petroleum, and 150 databanks, and we can just collect them. Yeah, they're pretty good. Very harvestable. On the other side to the teleporter asteroid, but I don't think that's going to matter. Yeah, that's good. Is that going to be a thumbnail today? Seems pretty good, doesn't it? We don't normally have a star map thumbnail, so I think we should do this. And then maybe we'll have the Jawbo thumbnail once we've actually got loads of Jawbos. We'll do that next time. Yeah, I like it. Got the stereoscope as well. Right. I don't think anything is specifically too broken. Yeah, it's good. And we will actually stick around this run long enough to actually make use of some of this, I promise. Right. First things first, let's put the stereoscope down here. And we got the useless machine as well. Oh, I forgot about this. He's waving his hands around. Got lots of dupes here. What does it do? Now I'm going to restart. How are the debris yields? Let's have a look. So, with the solid debris, you get 21% gold, 17% iridium, 40.8 tons. So, yeah, that's going to be about 8 tons of each. The liquid debris, you get mostly liquid sulfur, But some solid isosap as well. This is solid. So we can just grab that pretty efficiently. That's 9.9 tons. So that's 1.8 tons of isosap, roughly. And then the molten debris, we have a lot of molten iridium. We have some liquid oxygen, liquid hydrogen as well. It's quite interesting. I really like that we've got the meteor belt now. And that's just like a permanent feature. I hope that's a permanent feature. To celebrate our victory. You know, like a little ring. 92 tons of molten debris. Wait, this means we got like 30-ish tons of molten iridium we can just grab. Obviously, we've got a lot of magma in there as well. Ooh, well, we're gonna have to actually try and extract and use all of these resources, aren't we? That would be good, wouldn't it? Right, let's think about this a little bit. So, we can fit this here. That's good. I could just fit... Let's see. So this one could go down here. I think what we do is we just alternate them. I think that's what we do. Look, we got the iridium. Let's not build anything with it yet, though. Dealing with the molten debris is one of the few times I actually used insulate for a pipe. Yeah. Let's add more stuff here. Oh, look, we've got a little red X here now. Let's add a few things. Let's add... So, we want a cargo bay, right? Stored resources become available. So let's build a cargo bay. Let's build an artifact. Do we need an artifact transport module for these? Is there an artifact? That is a good point. Is there an artifact on each of these debris? We've only got 2 slots for something, though, so maybe we don't bother with the artifact for now. We could do with the rocket modules, couldn't we? So, solar panel... No artifact, there's a new module to grab databanks. Ah, yeah, okay. Let's grab the solar power module and the battery. Oh, we won't have room for the battery if we have the cargo thing. That's probably fine. I think we can figure this out. Let's go in here again. So we want to have the orbital data thing, right? Airflow tiles. We know roughly how this is going to get laid out because we've done this before. Yeah, I think we'll move the Jawbo into the tank, but I think we will resume. I think we will actually start taming it next time. Right, ladder bed. We do have that researched. I'm really glad that we've actually got this ready because I think we're going to start running out of metal soon. You can go there. Now, normally I like to have a chute with oxalite that I put here, but this time we'll have a chute and an algae diffuser. I think that makes a lot of sense. I think what we will do, because the debris isn't going to off-gas, I think I'll just put the chute here. And then the power control fitting can go here. I still need to research some of the rocket stuff. Because they're just going to shut down. It's on the asteroid. Yeah, we've got the artifact. So there probably isn't an artifact at the actual place we need to go. The debris field. Right, let's put the ladder there because we know that's where it's going to go. I'm going to remove this because it annoys me. We need to put the gas pipe in here. And let's see, we're going to need the battery. We can fit the solar panel, so we don't have the massive issue we had last time. But we just need to fit the battery. So that will do. I think we can still put the wall toilet in. We have the wall toilet? No. Okay. These researches might take a little while. But that's okay. think we do still have some stuff to do. So we can set this to... Let's set this to everything. 12 tons. Okay. When you think about the databanks of space, you don't actually need to build the orbital data collection lab to complete all the research. That's true. There's a lot of databanks. I probably will want that at some point anyways, though, won't I? So, but maybe you're right. Maybe we don't need that. We'll want to build the water pipe up here, though, for the toilet. Now, let's see. This is a water pipe. How do I want to pull this out? Because there's going to be a lot of water coming from here. I think I'm going to actually bring it this way. I think that makes sense. Or, I almost feel like I should actually just bottle empty of this, or bottle drain of this. There you go. What we got? Databanks being more accessible is so good. Yeah, that is good. I don't want an anemic dupe. Probably don't need the snack fruit either. I think what we do is we use the databanks for the Prehistoric. And maybe we get a thimble reed, because we can do thimble reeds really easily. That would actually make a big difference to the colony. Because we have so much polluted water, we can just shove it in there. And get a load of reed fiber started up, and then we can get carpet tiles, we can get a load of primo garb made. That seems like a very good use for the Prehistoric. And we actually have enough databanks now. Oh, I totally could have done it. Hold on. Let's set this to 25. We can still do it, to be fair. But we need to store them first. Okay. I mean, using a bottle drain to fill the biodiesel tanks in your rockets. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's probably sensible, but pipe is cheap. So, we don't really mind too much. Oh, wait! You guys getting food poisoning from drinking a germ-covered water. No, they're eating germ-covered tender brisket. Really? The Blum is covered in germs? I don't think it's the source of the issue. So apparently, feeding the germs to the plant, feeding the plant to the critters, and then cooking the meat does not get rid of the germs. Yeah. Or is there something else going on? I mean, it doesn't say there's any surface germs. Yeah, it doesn't say there's any germs on the tender brisket. Am I going crazy? Plants don't transfer germs if they're germy stuff. So what's going on then? Where are they getting the germs from? Let's see. You can have building. You can have suits. Let's go for suits. I think we'll probably want a load of wire in here, won't we? Let's just do it like this. And then we can plant a load of seacombs. We have no shortage of seacomb seeds. Fun tip, Pacu don't eat seacomb seeds. And then we actually need room for receptacles as well. The good news is we can put receptacles for the most part I think all of them can go up here. But this one, which can go down here. Joshua, look a little slow. The smoker doesn't have the kill germs text of the electric grill. Not conclusive, but some more evidence for pile. Are they exiting the bathroom without washing? I think they might be. We have a pretty rigorous schedule going on. I mean, obviously, one thing to bear in mind, they probably are dipping themselves in here to grab things. Okay, you don't need to disinfect the vent. Yeah, you're going to get pretty germy. Yeah, this does indeed make sense. It's gone headfirst into the goop. He's not got the germs! He's got 139 germs. They need to buff germs. I'm just going to say it. We are literally just tanking the germs, and it's not causing us any issues. I mean, maybe it's causing us some efficiency issues, but it's nothing that's actually killing the colony. Plant some wheezeworts? We could plant some wheezeworts. I could plant a wheezewort here, you know? Why not? Maybe one there. One here. Maybe one here. Radiation is better than germs? Yes. Yeah, let's do that. That seems fair. Remove these. Yeah, we don't need those bits anymore. So let's actually just put the conveyor receptacles... No, wait. Hold on. I need to rotate them. So these are going to contain the polluted dirt. So I need to do it like this. And then, let's see. So the polluted dirt is going to come out of this. So what I should do is I should actually send it this way as well. And then that can go in there. There. In there. In there. That's fine. I don't think I need the Jawbo guide anymore. We're going a little bit off the rails here now. And by off the rails, I mean on the rails. Ha ha, hee hee ha. Right, so this is the sea cone. So this actually needs to go onto this line. Which is going to go here. But I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to have it go here. And then I'll just hook it up like that, or something. Again, I don't think I need to be super precise with this. So, room is still too big. Maybe we don't need to fertilize everything in here? That's a lot of errands. You can save a lot of metal and rails if we use the priority storage container shuffle. Yes, I think I know what you mean by that. We'll see. If we run out of metal, then I will do that. Otherwise, I think I will leave it. Move this wire. I'm aware of that technique. I don't know. It's just satisfying to build all the rails. How will I run out of metal with such rust? The main thing is the throughput of the machines. So obviously we're getting 480 kilograms per cycle of iron ore. That's not a huge amount. We could definitely build more than 480 kilograms per cycle of stuff. Also, we can still go to the teleport asteroid. But yes, I don't expect we're going to run out of rust anytime soon. Let's put the wheezeworts in, because we do have the wheezeworts, and we do currently have phosphorite. I don't think there's any really good reason not to do this. Let's see if that solves the food poisoning issue. Okay, Neo is having fun. Neo's in the suit. Neo's doing the tasks. This is good. Oh, we have the Jawbo in here. That's good. We don't have the other Jawbo in here. So you're fine. You're cozy. Let's see. How old are you? You're fairly old. That's fine. Pacu are all... what? Crowded. Cramped. You're not actually happy enough, are you? No, you are happy enough. Yeah. Yeah, we have loads of eggs in here. So we should end up with loads of fry in here. Which means we could technically just start murdering them, right? How's this looking? This is filled up again. Why is this filling up again? I think what I need to do is I need to remove exactly one segment, and I removed more than one segment last time. So let's have a look at this. Oh, wait. There is an issue with this plant. I needed to remove this gas bridge first. Yeah. Yeah, okay, great. Good job. Right, that should be fine. So now this should actually run and cool everything down. And I think it will cool down fast enough that I can actually get this Pacu fillet over. So let's actually murder the Pacu. Because we need to test this out. We need to actually tame a Jawbo. Or at least attempt to tame a Jawbo today. Right, so you... Okay, also, the room is now empty, which is what we were waiting for as well. So you should be set to edibles, including Pacu fillets. We just need a couple of Pacu fillets to go over here. Looks like one of the Pacu in here has naturally died. Presume you are taking the Pacu fillets out as well. Yeah, look, there's a fillet in here. Okay. So the Pacu fillet is now going in here. Now I can show you how the freezer actually works. One source of your germ problem is probably the metal refinery. That is true. Let's put a Weezewort there as well. Just to look after things. But let's look at this first. So we've got the Pacu fillet in here. Now what will happen is this is going to run around on the conveyor rail until it cools down below, well, minus 20 degrees, which is probably not going to happen immediately. Wait. I didn't set the temperature in this. The green signal if below minus 20 degrees. So I guess we'll send through a couple of portions initially, and the rest of it is going to stay in here. So you are 100 grams of Pacu fillet. This is obviously quite hot. And then the fish can eat from the feeder, right? Oh, you need to be set to... You need to be set to Pacu fillet. And then, yeah, that needs to run. It's not going to run because I removed the power wire. Fantastic. Good. Yes, I know you're hungry. Oh, this needs to be set to green 1, red 24 or something. So it sends one block of fillet at a time. Okay. Well, mission failed successfully. We now have... How much do we have? We have 2 kilograms of Pacu fillet in here now. Not amazing. This needs to be set to 1 kilogram. In fact, right, let's 29 this wire. that built. How's uranium looking? Do we need to dig more uranium? Not yet. I should probably just actually bite the bullet and put the beeswarts in. But again, admittedly, I'm kind of enjoying just putting them around here for germ deletion. And to be fair, we do need a little bit of active cooling. Not that these guys are going to be that efficient in oxygen and carbon dioxide, but better than nothing. Alright, let's see how this looks. Right, so you are now going to deliver the food up here. So you should go and eat, right? You can't eat yet because there's not enough water in here. Right, well... I think we can put some of these here. Can you reach these tiles? You can. Put these tiles here too. And I probably can't put any here, but that's fine. Let's build those, and then I think we should have the water level high enough we can actually feed the Jawbo. I think I will just let you eat the food at first, and then we'll go grab another Jawbo to tame. We got a little mini Chad. It's fine. Jawbo number 2. Jawbo number 2's favorite music is Mambo number 5. Yeah? Oh, you. Oh, he's in the. He's in the fort. Yeah, they can get in here. It just looks a little bit wonky, but they do like it. You thought he went missing. You thought he died or got eaten or something. Nah, he's fine. The large fish has gone missing. Right, okay, so this is starting to fill out. That's good. Let's speed up a little bit. Now that we've blown up the meteor, we don't actually have to wait. We don't have to rush to get the metal. But obviously, getting a load of refined metal and iridium for free would also be a good thing. So we should do that. You know what else I should do? I should update this list. Don't be bothered. Not really. I don't think we need to know about glass. I don't think we need to know about polluted dirt. Nickel ore, we've used all of that, so we can remove that. Iridium aquatuna powered petroleum boiler when. We'll definitely do some iridium shenanigans. I'm starting my first world. Any tips before you start? Main tip, don't print too many duplicates. Even if you have a relatively small amount of duplicates, eventually they can get a lot of stuff done. But if you print too many duplicates, you might stretch your oxygen and food resources too quickly, and then run out of those. Okay, you are now eating from the feeder. That's good. You're eating a bit too much food. But that's alright, because we're going to put another Jawbo in here. He's going to eat less. Because we're going to start actually portioning it out. Yeah, so we're portioning out 100 grams per schedule block at the moment. The rest of this is circulating along here. I think it is eventually going to cool down. I don't think it's going to get let through. We're still letting through a few blocks at the moment because we let another blob up here, but the rest of it should actually all be frozen properly. But we may, again, need to improve our freezer setup for such a high throughput. I don't think a thermoregulator running hydrogen is going to cut it. I think we are going to actually need an aquatuna with nectar. But yeah, make sure you don't print too many duplicates. Then you can get your oxygen production online. We don't have any electrolysers on this run, but electrolysers will generally be a good way of turning water into oxygen. They will produce a lot of heat, so you'll need some cooling. But that's generally how you do things. But on this run, we have a load of Blums and Blums, and they're producing a ton of algae, and we're just running everything off of algae. We have nearly 100 tons of algae now. It's going to feel very weird, because eventually we're going to see this, we're going to see we have thousands of tons of algae, and it's just going to be odd. But yeah, I think we're going to go here first, just to pick up the metals. Alright, there's Jawbo number 2. So they're still fine. I think I will just add Jawbos until we've actually sorted this out. And I think we have... I think we're getting there. You made some rust? That's good. Yeah, let's go grab a load of Jawbos. Maybe not every Jawbo, but like several. Then we can at least start thinking about this. Yeah, we'll grab you 2. And then I think there's definitely one more in space no matter what, so I think we can grab this one too. Once we've actually frozen our first set of fillets, then we can feed them a bit more sparingly, and then that way it will make sure they all get fed. That's why I had the, why in the YouTube video I had the amount of Jawbo fillet per fillet so low, is to make sure that everyone is continuously eating from the feeder and no fish gets left behind. So we may need to tweak it a little bit, but we could tweak it on this meter here. Because the amount of Jawbo fillet is actually, you can only set this to 1 kilogram minimum. But 1 kilogram is already too much. We need like hundreds or tens of grams per fish. But look, we're making rust now with Jawbos. That's good. You're going to be set to seacomb leaves. Which are in industrial ingredients. We've got a little bit of idleness now as well, because only one guy can get in here. We need more reed fiber to make more suits. We do have Dreco eggs incubating. We should have some new Drecos soon. They will multiply. Can we print the thimble reed, please? Thank you. We did it. Right. So I think what we will do is... So at the moment what we're doing is the polluted water is coming in from the geysers, dumping in this tank. I have realized a slight problem with this plan. I'm pumping and dumping. We have been running this liquid pump continuously the entire time, pumping and dumping. I think this one needs to dump, and this needs to be a separate pipe. But in all honesty, I think I need to do something a bit different than this. I think this one just shouldn't be connected to anything. I think I just need to get rid of this bridge. This should actually just be 2 separate pumps. And this should work properly, because this means that this geyser will dump all the time. This one will load, preferentially, and then if this one's loading, and this one isn't, this will dump the liquid in here. But I think what I actually want to do is I want to preferentially pump from here, and if we can't pump from here, from dump here. But no, we want to dump this here because this isn't the storage. Oh my god, are you doing this again? No, you're not. The liquid waste. Again, we have caught this not actually erupting. I think we have a problem that the beaters keep getting in here. Yeah, look, there's like loads of little blobs of nuclear waste. I did put a door in, so I'm hoping this should actually get solved. You actually let me select the liquid nuclear waste. Relocate here. Now we're getting some water in here, but that's fine, because I don't mind dumping the... I don't mind dumping the water, because it's all getting sieved anyways. That's not a problem. Yeah, so you're looking for food now and you're not getting fed. The 8 from feeder bonus lasts for 1.6 cycles. No, it lasts for 2 cycles. And the wildness decreases by 15% per cycle in total. So you do need to keep continuously feeding it. So now we're just trying to freeze the Pacus fillets so they don't go off on the conveyor rail. Because that would be bad. Because if we look at the conveyor rail, can it actually show me the Pacus fillet? That would be good, wouldn't it? No, okay. I think I'm going to set this to a higher temperature, or a lower temperature, just to make sure the liquid, the hydrogen's always at the right freezing temperature. But I think that's where we're going to wrap it up today, because, okay, so basically we've got the sea combs set up in here. I don't think I'm going to put a farm station in here. Maybe we will later, but we're just kind of winging it at the moment. But this water tank should be big enough. There's 149 tiles in the room. The mesh tiles also count, and these tiles also count, and that's 20. This should definitely not be a tile. This should definitely not be a tile. I'm not sure I've done the maths 100% correct, but we should end up with 15, 16 Jawbos in here. I think we're aiming for 15 Jawbos. Do minus 45 and freezer loops. There's extra buffer if we dump a lot of hot food in at once. That sounds like a good idea. I mean, we're doing this with hydrogen, so we can get it as cold as we want. Yeah, it's cooling pretty well for these metal tiles. Nickel's pretty conductive at this, so that's good. But yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. We got the Jawbos in here. We are starting to feed them. We have enough Pacus that this isn't going to cause an issue. So I'm pretty happy with that. We're getting lots of excess fish now. Obviously, we're blowing up the meteor, so we can go and grab some random space materials fairly soon. But things we need to sort out. We need to get some better radiation research than this. We need to get some actual base cooling that isn't random wheezeworts and the like. And then it's Dartles and Rexes, so we can get more brine, so we can fill up the Pacus tank more, and then add more Pacus. So, lots to do, which is good. But, tomorrow, I am going to go back to Surviving Mars, because they've updated that game, and I want to check it out. And, see what they've done to politics. Also, we have to actually see what happened with the Marsgate conspiracy, because I think they were about to attack us. War were declared. So, we've got to resolve that dangling thread. Doshidar, thank you very much for the raid. We're just wrapping up, unfortunately. We've just been doing oxygen not included. We have been setting up a Jawbo farm. We've got some Pacus fillets in the freezer waiting for them. And we just blew up the meteor as well, so we've had a lot of fun. But yes, we are literally going to raid and run, so don't worry, you'll be in good hands. Let's see who's around. Let's see who's around. Fish are doing well as well. Let's go raid S'mores Pop-Tart. First time in space. That sounds fun. More oxygen not included. Are they wrapping up? No, this is an ad. Okay. I'm pretty bad at recognizing ads. Alright, let's go raid. But yes, there's a YouTube channel where we upload all the VODs. There's a Discord channel where we talk about video games. And the best way of knowing when I'm going to be streaming is follow me on Twitch. And you'll get notifications when I go live. And it's usually 7:30 to 10:30 on weekdays. We should be around tomorrow for some Surviving Mars. Yeah, take care everyone, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.